How's it going, guys? So this video is about my Atlas passive tree for 321, and yeah, what is nice about this Atlas passive tree is you need only like 100 points to make it work, or maybe even less. You do need to invest a little bit in each map. To be fair, it's like 20C, but you can get away with only like 4 or 3 per map. But yeah, I just wanted to show you everything more in details. So for those who just are interested in a tree, we pick up Expedition, we pick up Ritual, and we pick up Red Exarch. And of course Delph, right? So you can go down below or you can skip through the video if you know how to use all of these mechanics. I'm going to go more into detail and explain why, okay? So we pick up the currency one. I'll show you how to use them later on, the NPCs. And yeah, so let's get through the ritual first, right? How the ritual works is you go and you kill the monsters on the ritual. Let's find one actually. First, you go and you kill the monsters on the ritual. And then after you kill them, for example here, right, it allows you to activate it, which means that it activates all the monsters that you kill on top of the ritual, as well as the previous rituals that you finished, right? So I finished one already, so this is like number 2. When it comes to me picking up stuff, the best thing is you can get is Awakened Sextants. They sell for 4.5C each, so always pick the one with the Sextants. Be careful with the downsides usually for the if you pick the quantity and so on. But yeah, I picked the Sextants because hella bulk, right? So pretty easy. Some of them can be pretty deadly. Excuse my low FPS. I have Potato PC, and I'm literally triggering around 120 projectiles a second. So yeah, you want to run all 4, and then if you find something nice, you defer everything, and then you read all, and you defer everything, and you read all, and you do this every single map until you it's gonna cost like 40 tribute, and then you just take it out. That's pretty much how it is. If you are interested, I got around 5 divines worth, and I invested 1 divines in blood-filled vessels. Pretty easy. Be careful. Sometimes if something is grayed out, that doesn't mean that it's bad. It sometimes means that you don't have enough tribute to buy it. So if you so for example, see card, it can be very good card. It could be a mirror card. It could be, mage blood card. So be careful. Always read the cards. Number 2 is Expedition, right? What you look for mainly is you drop extra stack decks, and one says the monsters have increased chance to drop logbooks. We look for those 2. Either you can sell the logbooks and run them, because it's nice if you do like Delph for a couple of days to have a change of pace and run the logbooks, so you don't have to run simulacrums. To be honest, this is a bad map to run this in, but it is what it is. So what I do if I don't find it, I just look for the monsters, right? So for example, these are pack size, and I look for the big heads. Ooh, there's quite a lot of them. I have to pick up this, unfortunately, but let's say I'll pick up these here, more here, and then I'm just gonna go on this side. Be careful, there can be mods that literally breaks your build. I think I made it kind of bad way. Maybe I should have went for this one first, then go back here, pick up this suckers, and then go back. So, see, this is a bad map to run it, but this is what I usually do. If you find the stack decks, you run for it first, because it usually, you need to get the buff first for the Runetic monsters, and then you explode them, and that will increase the buff. Every single time check this, because for example, it doesn't show, sometimes you cannot crit, and my build is literally cast on crit. so it literally bricks my build. So be quite careful with that. But pretty easy, farming strat. You get Astra Galleys. This was the Gwennen. Unfortunately, we ran the one for the currencies. Right. Quickly do this. These are very tanky mobs. I would compare it to 400 depth delve almost. So you have to be very careful. This is tier 16 map, by the way. Okay, and then you just click on the chests to pick up your currencies that you're going to need later on. Usually, if you're not sure if you killed everything, the Gwennen or the NPC that it's there usually says something after you kill all of them. So it's like, oh, good job, or, stuff like that. So if you missed some monsters, it's kind of the thing. So yeah, I'm not going to run the rest of the map. You get the point. So you get sextons, you get your, currencies. Usually you run 4 tier 16s per one, 40 16 per one filling up. It gives you like 30,000 sulfite, and then you just go back, right? Now I'll show you how to use the haggler. So you're gonna use tujen mainly and Danik.
Welcome. I'm here.
When you haggle for items, let's pretend this is 10 stack decks, right? So you click on the stack decks. Let's say you go like here.
Can't go that low. Not happy about
If you go too low too many times, he's gonna tell you to fuck off. So be careful with that. And yeah, with this one, you do a reroll for the reroll currencies, and sometimes for the currencies that you might be missing. So there you go. We've got Exile coinage. I'm just gonna reroll it one more time.
Coins, aren't they?
Nothing's good. So let's try our luck again, just for the video. This one, okay. There you go. We got 2 of them.
What you need?
So I reroll again. Oh, actually, I had 16 here. Oh, I almost missed that. That is like 12.5 C. Flip.
Got some more? Yeah.
Stack decks. There you go. I like to open them just for fun.
I really think you can do. I'm not yet. Always a pleasure.
See, pretty easy. This is literally what you do. You just print out currency like this. Unfortunately, as I said, you have to be very careful when you do the rituals, right? I usually do all 4, and then I defer. Well, 1 second. I do defer my items, every single one of them, and then I reset the tribute. Look for any new items that are good. If there's nothing good, I'll literally just press defer and do the same thing, and I repeat until, let's say, I'm gonna need 50 tribute to buy the item. This is the way you do it. And yeah, this is how you run it. So, then you do your weapons as well, of course, your strat. Okay, so I think that's pretty much kind of the TLDR. So let's look into the tree itself, and I'm going to explain why we pick up what. So we pick up everything Delph related, of course. We pick up expedition. We don't pick up the top ones because we are forcing the expedition on. This pretty much means that it will give you a slower map boom on your... it detonates slower. I usually want to go faster, so I ignore that one. You pick this one if you want to have the currency, which you do. And this one gives you the reset currencies. We don't pick up the other ones. You get them every now and then anyway, but it is what it is. When it comes to the ritual, one thing that's very important if you are quite broke and you want to have only like low investment, right? So let's pretend a low investment, right? So that would be the lowest sulfite scarab, because we need sulfite for our delve, and the lowest... oh, that's the wrong one. Expedition. Hello. There you go. And you run one of these. This would be like the minimum you run. What I do right now is I run sulfite scarab, either polish or gilded expedition, Sacrifice of Dusk, and then the map itself, and Blood-Filled Vessel. I got 3 divines out of it. As you could see, I 2 of them in there. But just because I got 3 raw divines for less than divines invested doesn't mean that you will get them as well. So I would prefer just take it with a grain of salt, so I don't see in a chat down below comments like these.
Come on over here. Come on over here. No, you flip me off. Come on, coward. No, no, no. Come on. You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud.
But yeah, jokes aside, to be honest, if you guys want to learn about logbooks, I recommend you to look up the guides online. It's actually a good change of pace. It's not forceful like Simulacrum. You don't spend like 30 minutes in there. If you want to do more, you can just buy them. You only focus on the currency for now. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you have any questions, just ask in the comments down below. And hope you guys enjoyed, and have a nice day. Bye.